Hi, I'm Krutika, and today's conversation is with Sandhya. Sandhya has devoted a large proportion of her life to service, the service of others, and specifically empowering women of Indian descent. Sandhya's journey was inspired from her early childhood in Kenya, where she witnessed her siblings selflessly devote time and energy to those in need. Watching and learning the importance of giving back, Sandhya relentlessly pursued this passion after moving to the UK post marriage. Her drive to uplift, support, and empower women from disadvantaged backgrounds is palpable from her past endeavours, her awards, and her continued actions towards shifting the needle. This journey reminded me of the gratitude that I should be showing to the things that I so easily take for granted, from my ability to speak a universal language like English right through to respect and dignity. Hello, so good to have you on my podcast, Sandhya. How are you?
Good. I'm very well, thank you. And I've been looking forward to this opportunity of going through my journey.
Amazing. I'm looking forward to you sharing your journey with me. But before we come on to that, I just want to quickly ask, you've got a really exciting trip coming up to Vietnam and Cambodia. Are you flying out tomorrow, is it?
Yes, I'm flying out tomorrow, and five of us are going and coming back on the 22nd of November. So nearly 4 weeks. Like 5 days in Vietnam, then a few days in Cambodia. Then we are going off to Singapore and then to Philippines. There's an
Wow.
island called Cebu. So we'll be, yeah, after the adventure, we'll be resting in Cebu.
That sounds incredible. I'm pretty jealous of that itinerary. And what's your last week been like? Have you been packing and frantically trying to sort yourself out for your trip, or has it been fairly chilled and relaxed?
I tell you one thing, my packing has been done 2 weeks ago. Can you believe that? Because
Very organized.
because I had this Navratri and Diwali organizing. As you know, I've been in this community and all these sevas. So I thought I better do my packing and then I'll have all the time to organize my events without thinking of last minute packing.
Fantastic. And actually, I'm so glad you've mentioned the Seva and the community because that is what we're going to be discussing today. Your journey, really thinking about empowering women and specifically women of Indian descent. So, I guess I'll start with my first question, which is really can you take us back to the very beginning? What inspired you, Sandhya, to get involved in community and charity work?
Your question brings back memories of my lovely past. I grew up in Kenya in a family where helping others was just part of life. My siblings, Shashibai Gadia and Pratibhaben Karya, did a lot of community and charity work in rural areas in Kenya like Eldoret, Kakamega, Kitale,
Mhm.
and that touched me. And really, what touched me was especially them helping for the blind schools for girls, breast cancer projects, and organizing events to fund some of these projects. So, watching them filled me with passion from a young age. When I moved to UK, same passion grew stronger. My school friend Divya Shah introduced me to Lions Club of London Golders Green. Lions International motto is that we serve. The word we is inclusive, which includes transparency relative to gender, not only men but women. Lions International is a huge international club which does amazing service, and I was introduced here. Now, joining Lions Club, I was amazed by the community projects. It reminded me so much what my brother and sister back at home did. I later joined the Lohana community, North London, Mahila Mandal, through my elder sister, Hansaben Devani, who was then in the committee. And at present, I am in the Lohana Community Senior Ladies Center. Lioness Club, Mahila Mandal, and Senior Ladies are all ladies group. Through these associations, I found more than service. It was the women around me who gave me wings.
Wow.
Together, we were not just serving the community, we were inspiring each other, building a legacy of empowered women. And in every meeting every project, every shared laugh, I realized one thing: when women rise together, the world rises with them. From there, it grew into something much bigger, a mission to uplift and empower women. From teaching English in the villages of Pokhara in Nepal with my daughter Punita, to supporting empowerment programs for women in India and leading initiatives here in the United Kingdom. All this experience has shown me how strong and capable women truly are when they are given the chance to shine. So, community service has always been part of my journey, Krutika.
Mm.
It started in India and continues to grow here in the United Kingdom and beyond.
Wow, that is incredible. You know what I particularly love? The fact that you were surrounded by the women that then gave you the wings. I think I might have to pinch that tagline. So beautifully put. Now, Sandhya, can I ask you, was there a personal experience or a particular moment that sparked that passion? I know you spoke about, being inspired by your family back in Kenya, your friend Divya as well when you came here. But could you recall a specific experience or moment that really ignited that passion?
One very personal experience was that deepened my passion was with my sister-in-law, Hinaben. I think this was more than 10 years ago. Her husband was had cancer. So twice I went to India. The Hinaben and Gentilal used to stay in Kenya, and I used to travel to India because the hospital was in India where Gentilal was being treated. So unfortunately, Gentilal passed away, and Hinaben was left with a difficult position.
Mm,
Emotionally and financially, she was very down. So, with my husband Sirishi's request, I brought her from Kenya to the United Kingdom. There was some sort of Shakti into me,
mm.
which within 14 days I brought her here. We had to sell everything and then bring her back here. She had a British passport, so that was her good luck. So, step by step, I helped her rebuild her confidence and learn new skills. Over the time, now she has become independent, stronger, happier, and proud of herself. Watching her transformation made me realize how many women just need a little encouragement and support to stand up on their own feet. That experience truly solidified my commitment to women empowerment.
What a kind thing to do to be able to support someone when they're going through something as traumatic as cancer and then the passing away of a loved one as well. So, very, very beautifully put, Sandhya. Could you tell me a little bit more about some of the initiatives that you sort of get involved with and that you've helped create, for example?
One of my most meaningful experience was going to Pokhara in Nepal. My daughter Punita was into this program, Women Empowerment. So we went to Nepal and we taught English to women in small villages, and we worked with an organization called Sasane, which supports survivors of trafficking. So there were women who
Wow.
were, yeah, there were women who were survivors of trafficking, and we had that opportunity to go and teach them. So for many of those women, English wasn't just a language, it was a freedom. It allowed them to communicate, to help their children, and even to earn a living. So, watching them gain confidence one sentence at a time was truly heartwarming. So, at present, I'm the Global Vision International Ambassador for UK.
Oh, wow.
So here in UK, through Mahila Mandal, through Lioness Club of Golders Green, and now the Lohana Senior Ladies, I continue working with women to organize events that empower, connect, and uplift for the GVI project. I helped raise 30,000 for Life Women Empowerment Center in India. So a program that trains widows and women living below the poverty in trades like sewing, embroidery, computer work, catering, and beauty parlors. We strongly supported Alzheimer's Society initiative like dementia. Many of them, these women, do suffer from dementia. I used to go to Karuna Manor, this old people's home, Neem Tree Home in Greenford. I got my Lioness Club to join Walkathon Lions. A walkathon means we did a walk, and we did a project, the Relay for Life for cancer research. So that also helped us raise a lot of funds for the women. Then we can organize other events. I organize projects in Kenya, feeding in the I camps and schools in Kitale, Eldoret, and many villages in Kenya. Also have done projects in Bangalore and donated £1,000 at a prosthetic hospital, donating artificial limbs. Have also donated rickshaw to deliver food to children in Rajkot every Thursday. So I shouldn't be mentioning all this donation, but it's nice always to see where all this money goes to, where we raise.
Yeah. And that sounds like such a breadth of different programs and initiatives, right through from teaching English in a small village to Nepal to the fundraising that you do and also being the ambassador of Global Vision International. They seem like incredible things that you've been able to do for others. Now, Sandhya, I just wanted to ask, what does your typical day look like when you're thinking about planning initiatives or taking part in other community programs?
So every day is different. Some days I'm planning events or fundraising. Other days I'm mentoring women. We have new ladies in the committee, meeting with the community groups and even visiting schools. I used to go and do bhajans at old people home. Recently, I haven't had the chance, but yes, I used to go with few of my friends and do bhajans at the old people's home. Now all the ladies were all looking forward to, and still now I get phone calls, please come, when are you coming? But no matter what I do, the goal is always the same, to make one more woman feel seen, valued, and capable.
And that's great. I mean, Seva is such an integral part to you, it seems, in your identity, even, Sandhya. Do you think, in some respects, you've passed that on to your daughters and your grandchildren?
I can literally see. Well, Punita has introduced me to GVI. So I always thank Punita that through you I've become an ambassador of UK, and she does all this charity walks and whatnot. I feel like, oh yes, she's there. Priya, she's another daughter. She amazes me with all those activities she does with her girls, teaching them, helping at the school. Wow. So I sometimes say to Priya, you are following me, which I'm so happy. And Pooja, yes, Pooja is another example. When she was with me in UK, we used to go to Hare Krishna temple to do this seva at Janmashtami. I think Pooja was the one to introduce me there. And then when I went to Dubai, she introduced me to this walk, which I'm going to miss this year. But every October, they have a walk, Dubai walk, and they raise money. So I think three of my daughters, I'm very, very proud of them.
And that is fantastic that you've been able to pass on to your girls what's so important to you. And it can only mean that eventually they'll pass that on, hopefully, to their children. So this might be slightly personal, Sandhya, so don't feel like you have to answer. But just out of curiosity, as an Indian woman of a certain age, having grown up in a specific generation, did you feel that you had certain challenges that you experienced as an Indian woman?
In our Indian culture, we worship goddess Durga and Lakshmi ji. Yeah. Yet in everyday life, many women are still not treated equally. Indian women especially balance a lot: family, culture, tradition, and work. Personally, with me, I had no restrictions, because Sirish, my husband, used to work in the shop from 8 till 11. So I had the whole day, especially when the girls went to uni and then when they got married. I had all the time to think on this, what I had the passion for. And ours was an arranged marriage. So, first time when we were asked to meet, I wore sari and he liked me and he said to my sisters in laws, yes, I like the girl. I like Sandhya, but I would like her to wear a English, the Western dress. So that made me, wow, oh, that's so nice. I'll be allowed to wear dress because I come from Kenya. So my background was taught I'll be wearing like saris and churidars at home. This is what I want, to empower other ladies to have this freedom. Another thing, while we were married, I thought, now I'm here, I'll be in the kitchen and I'll be like a housewife, go to work, come home, be in the kitchen. No, Sirish was there again. Mom was there. She was very nice, very, very nice, just like my mom. But I think mom generation is always like, now ladies do kitchen work. So she did mention that, Sirish, now that Sandhya is here, both of us will do. You don't need to come in the kitchen and do washing up or any cleaning. But Sirish also stopped mom, saying, no, I will do what I've been doing. Whether I'm married or not, I will continue with all these house chores. So that also gave me that independent to be going out and about and do seva. I can say that with all this seva I've been doing, behind every successful woman, there is a man too. In my case, Sirish has been there all the time, and I feel grateful.
Thank you for sharing that. I guess where my head went to for that, and I'm thinking about, sort of generationally, even my mum, for example, right? They are of a generation where potentially they don't always verbalize how they're feeling, for example, because maybe they've grown up in that kind of patriarchy where, what the man or the husband or the elder male in the house says sort of goes. It seems like, Sirish has been absolutely incredible and really just kind of letting you be and letting you sort of explore and pursue whatever it is that you want to, which is fantastic. Now, I just want to circle back to some of the incredible initiatives and programs you are a part of. Could you think of or potentially share a story that you feel really made an impact, a potential project which you feel just made a difference?
There's one moment I'll never forget. Yeah, in Nepal, one of my students, a young woman, was very quiet at first. Yeah, she was very quiet and slowly gained confidence through our English classes. And a few months later, she came up to me and said, now my family listens to me because I can earn. So that touched me deeply because we take English for granted. You feel like, wow, look at this women who have never been exposed outside. And now she's speaking English and coming to me and saying that now my family listens to me because I can earn. It reminded me that empowerment isn't just about money, it's about respect, self worth, and having a voice in your own home.
How powerfully put, because like you say, you and I speaking English right now, we don't think twice about doing it. But for some people, being able to speak a language results in employment, and that results in them earning money. And the fact that, this individual that you helped then was able to earn some money for herself that got her the respect, again, something we take for granted. How incredible that you were a part of her journey, which is fantastic. I mean, how do the women you work with inspire you personally?
They inspire me every single day. I've seen women walk miles just to attend a class in Nepal. This I'm talking more of Nepal because I'm the ambassador now. So this has given me that now platform, which is very dear to me. And I've
Mm.
seen women walk miles just to attend the class in Nepal. I've seen widows in India learn new trades and rebuild their lives. And I've seen senior ladies here in London step into leadership roles after years of staying behind the scenes. So, we organize all these events for senior ladies, for Mahila Mandal. So, all these ladies who are bound at home, they have an opportunity to go out and have some social life with other ladies. And they learn new recipes. They can talk for hours. They can enjoy the events which we organize, and at break time they mingle. That really inspires me. That wow, what I'm doing, what we are doing for them is worth the effort.
Yeah.
Their strength, their courage reminds me that empowerment isn't about giving women empowerment, it's about creating space for the power they already have to shine. So every woman have got something in themselves, but they need that shine to come out, that light to come out.
Yeah. And it's giving them that confidence, which I guess you and your community work is doing. It's giving these women the confidence to go out, pursue things, do things, you know, be themselves. So that's fantastic. I mean, looking back at your journey so far and everything that you've done, all the amazing stuff, what have been, I guess, the lessons you've learned personally, Sandhya?
I've learned that real change takes time and that
Mm,
patience and compassion go a long way. I've also learned to listen. Sometimes women don't need advice right away, they just need to feel heard. Sometimes, I don't talk, I let them talk so that I can hear them and everything will come out of their chest, what is burning inside, and they feel happy that it's come out. So I've learned that when one woman rises, she lifts her entire family. So when she's happy, when she goes home, her whole family, entire family and community, I can also say that is with her. Empowerment spreads like light. Once it's lit, it touches everyone around it.
You mentioned the empowerment of others. And if you don't mind me asking again, a slightly personal question, how do you think you've sort of empowered your own daughters?
Okay, we used to, I used to let my girls do what they never restricted them. For example, like food wise, we are vegetarian at home, but at school, they were allowed whatever. Okay, go ahead. There's no restrictions. No, don't eat this, don't eat that. I've never restricted, go and have boyfriends. No, they can have as long as they are
Mm,
happy. So from my side, from our side, I've never, on my husband, we've never restricted our girls. They have know their limits, what they have to, they are
yeah.
today. And I'm very, very proud of three of them.
And you know, that's amazing to hear because again, I don't think all Indian parents kind of have that sort of freedom mentality that you've been able to kind of give your girls from the very beginning. So kudos to you and Sirish for doing that for your girls because ultimately what that's given them is the freedom of choice, but then for them to also potentially learn for themselves through mistakes or setting their own boundaries, which can only be a good thing. So thank you for honestly sharing that. I mean, what's your vision for the future of Indian women that you are currently empowering?
Through my journey, I've learned that women's strength is truly extraordinary. Women have the incredible power to turn pain into purpose. Now, from women, great women in our Indian history like Rani Lakshmi Bai, Ahalya Bai, Mother Teresa, to modern icons like Kalpana Chawla, who went into space. So, Mary Kom into sports, Indra Nui into business, and Sudha Murthy into literature. So they have all shown us what courage, compassion, and determination can do. Why can't we follow? Why can't women do all this coming out from the shell and do something little for themselves, not for the world, but at least for themselves, not just cook and produce children.
I love that you've said that because, again, there's that kind of stigma in certain parts of the Indian community, whereas that a woman's role is confined to a handful of things.
I want every woman, no matter where she's from, to live with confidence and dignity. I want girls to grow up knowing that education is their right, not a privilege. I want widows and women living in poverty to be respected, not pitied. I don't want them to be saying to the widows, oh, bichari. Bichari, what shouldn't be there? They should be respected. And I want society to value women, not just as mothers or daughters, but as leaders, thinkers, and change makers. The world is changing. But still, there are countries, there are places where women are still restricted.
Yeah, yeah. And I love that you've included women from everywhere. It's not just Indian women that you're referring to here. There are women across the world that you would love to have that sort of freedom. So I know you don't like to say that you have been recognized for your contributions in this space. So if you don't mind, could you tell us a little bit about what that recognition was?
Krutika, I don't like to mention all these awards. I was very humbled to receive few awards, and the three main awards which I had to literally go outside my comfort zone, like go to India and collect a Mahaparishad award. This is Lohana Mahaparishad Mahila Pratibha Award. This award is the Lohana community of the world.
Wow.
This Mahila Pratibha Award means the ladies award from UK. I had to go and collect it in Mumbai. And this happened when my first granddaughter was born. I think she brought luck to me.
What a
And then
blessing.
another award came 2023. The Inspiring Indian Women group. She Inspires Awards 2023. So they awarded me on a Popular Choice Award, and I had to go and collect at the Houses of Parliament. Although I feel like recognition was not important, but yes, it's nice. Things like
Yeah.
this happen. You feel your children, your grandchildren will be very happy in
Yeah.
future. What nanny, what grandma achieved. And there was another one, Lions International, awarded me many awards. So I
Mm.
think now my husband says the whole house is full of awards. I'm going to dump it in the garage.
You now need to get rid of it or create more space for it. I always end conversation with my guests asking them what journey they are on next. So I guess I'll ask you, what journey are you on next?
Traveling.
We can go with that because you are actually flying out tomorrow.
No, no, but I know when I go traveling, when I go anywhere, especially when I went to India last year, and I was asked to give a speech on what we do because I gave some donation there. Then I went to Bangalore twice. I've been to Bangalore, and they have made a project of an event for me whereby I had to talk about my projects and how we raise money. This is the Lions International of Bangalore host. So wherever internationally, wherever I go, I'm not saying that this is happening, but is just automatically happens. Grab and talk about my projects. But my journey next, I will continue working with the Lohana Senior Ladies Group and the ambassador of Global Vision, doing all the projects for them. And that is my ongoing journey for the next few years, however it takes me.
Thank you so much, Sandhya, for sharing what has been an absolutely incredible journey of seva.
Thank you so much, Krutika, for inviting me today. And to everyone listening, thank you for being part of this journey with me today. Everything I've done in Nepal, India, Kenya, here in UK has been about one thing, selfless seva, especially helping women to find their strength and independence. To every woman listening, believe in yourself. You are stronger than you think, and your voice matters. Even one small act of kindness or courage can change someone's life. Thank you, Krutika, once again. It's been such a joy sharing my story today.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Journeys with Krutika. If you enjoyed this episode, please rate and share. I'd love for you to hit the follow button wherever you get your podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you have a journey that you want to share, email me at journeyswithkritika@gmail.com or reach out via my socials. I'm on Instagram and TikTok. Just search Journeys with Krutika because your journey is extraordinary.